Three went there by the riverside, near the fear dry season. That is an African proverb. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You are humbly welcome to the Grace Entertainment. Here we give you hodges of everything that is trending in Nigeria and Africa and the world at large. Please do well to hit the subscribe button, the bell, and also the like if you are new in our midst. Recently, there's this video that has gone viral of Wizkid performing his fatherly duty. Wizkid was seen feeding a baby. Just watch this video. That is Wizkid for the children. It has been doing very well in the music industry. Recently, he has been nominated for 2 awards. One in South Africa, SAMA, South Africa Music Award. He was nominated alongside Davido. And also Wizkid has also been nominated in the BET Music Award. He was nominated alongside Burna Boy. But according to that award, people have been clamoring. Some people have been saying, Wizkid has more supporters in Nigeria than Burna Boy. Nigeria don't really like Burna Boy. I've been trying to figure out why. Most people are saying Burna Boy is proud, he's arrogant, he does his thing his way, that he's not as calm, as cool, as collected as Wizkid. What are thoughts anyway? Everybody has something to say. Don't forget to drop a comment below. Still in the music industry, but let's go out. Let's leave our country, Nigeria, a little. Soulja Boy dropped a message. Soulja Boy is a rapper. He is a rapper in the United States. He dropped a message. He said, "Make me first rapper in space" at Elon Musk. He sends Elon Musk a message that he wants to be the first rapper in space. He wants to go to space and sing in space. SpaceX. SpaceX has been trending. Elon Musk and SpaceX. So that boy wants Elon Musk to help him become the first rapper in space. What are thoughts anyway? According to the messages behind this song, people are saying Igbo no good. That's Igbo no good. You want to go to space just to rap, just to drop a song. Well, what are thoughts anyway? Don't forget to drop them below. Let's talk about our brother Rick Hassani. Rick Hassani also dropped a message. He said, if you are talking about vocal range and you don't call Nonso Bassey Wandiko, then you have no idea what you are talking about. You should go sit somewhere. Those two, then we can discuss. But don't be calling people with just nice voice. I am talking about range, not texture. So, according to Rick Hassani, that you should call Wandiko and Nonso Bassey first when talking about artists with vocal range. That is coming from the desk of Rick Hassani. What about your own desk? Please don't forget to drop your comment below. What do you think about what Rick Hassani said? Does it make sense or is it nonsense? Let's go on a little to football. Chelsea won the Champions League on Saturday, and Chelsea fans have been celebrating all over the country, and it's been causing problems here and there. We'll be hearing good news and bad news. We saw some fans going around with cows. They carried cows, painted the cows blue, and people were dropping in messages that the sky is now blue. Chelsea won that match. It wasn't easy for Chelsea. It wasn't a race one. Manchester City played their best, but it wasn't good enough because Chelsea defense was superb. It was solid. It was like it's made in Germany. Manchester City could not break in, and Chelsea won the match by scoring in the 45th minute of the game. Football is our favorite game in Nigeria, but some people are going the extra miles. They are taking risk. Some people are putting in their school fees, their house rent just to bet, to make extra money. You know, in Nigeria, we have this thing, we want quick cash. That's why you keep hearing stuff like invest 100,000 and in the next 45 minutes, you get 1 million naira. That is what scammers use to scam people on Facebook and all other social media platforms. This guy went as far as investing his house. He bet his 4.5 million naira house on Manchester City, and guess what? He lost. 4.5 million naira house. He said if Manchester lose, collect this house. The man was seen weeping profusely after losing his 4.5 million naira house to a bet. Betted his house. 4.5 million naira house. In this economy, in Nigeria, where me and you there. Just watch the video anyway of the man.
Ile
4.5. Ah! Man City. Ah!
Ile 4.5.
Oh no!
Yepa.
Ah! Yeah!
Yepa.
Yeah! Man City. Buy one no.
Ah! On t'a tête.
That man will always live to regret the decision he made. You can imagine 4.5 million naira house in this economy. You just lost the house. Most love stories are not complete because from the love stories we'll be reading in books that happy ever after. They will fall, they got married, and they lived happy ever after. But now marriages are not like that. Most love stories are not complete. They go like 20%. After that, the rest 80% is trash. Then this lady, she accosted her husband's side chick at a restaurant in Agbo. That is in Delta State. She accosted her husband's side chick and she had to exchange blows with her. Just watch this video. As you've seen from the video, the lady in blue caught the other one in white with her husband at a restaurant in Agbo. That is in Delta State. And she had to exchange. She didn't wait. She had to do something there and then. In one of my videos I dropped last week, two ladies were seen fighting in a church in Abia State. Madam versus side chick. They were fighting. Madam saw side chick in a church and she had to exchange pleasantries there and then. Not good pleasantries anyway. What's really happening to love stories in this country? Not just in the country, in the world at large. Love stories are like half-baked right now. What are your thoughts on that? Don't forget to drop your comments below. Let's talk about our beloved country, Nigeria. Pandemonium broke out at Idiroko when some Yoruba nation agitators stormed the area and forcefully opened its border. Hopefully, things will not escalate. We don't want things to escalate because we'll be having agitations. Now, the Niger Delta militant are not really, nothing is really happening. They are just calm. But the Biafrans are not really happy. They are ready to do anything. They just want a split. And Nigeria is not ready to let them go. People are not really happy with what is going on regarding the governance. They are not trying for the country at all. Regarding this governance, this government that is ruling the country right now, Femi Adesina says Nigeria has become a better country than it was before President Buhari's ascension into office in 2015. A Nigerian responded that he is talking about himself and his family. Things are better for him and his family. According to Femi Adesina, that Nigeria is better off than it was before. Everybody has something to say. What are your thoughts? Don't forget to drop them below. But regarding what Femi Adesina said, some people have dropped in their own comments or their own minds. They have expressed themselves. Someone said government gets worsened each day. Another person said, I agree with him. Nigeria has become better and more efficient in killing its own citizens and lying about everything. Another said, Adesina is an errand boy. That you can't expect him to speak against his master. That is the truth. Another person said, may your children be as successful as Nigeria has been in the past 6 years that you are very proud of. Another person says, may God treat your family and loved ones the way Buhari is treating Nigerians. And the person even added an amen to the prayer. Well, what are your thoughts on that anyway? Are you with Femi Adesina or against Femi Adesina from what he said? Speaking of the insecurities in the country, presently a video is making wave on many social media platforms. This video shows a husband of one of the adopted female Greenfield students identified simply as Chukwuemeka lamenting after the release of his wife. As can be heard from the video, the young man lamented over the huge ransom he had to pay before his wife was released to him. He decried over the health condition of his dear wife. When the journalist asked him how much he paid before his wife could be released, Chukwuemeka responded, 150 million naira. Wow. According to Chukwuemeka, he said, I will not hide the truth. Government that said they want to protect us, the government that said they are going to protect my people. The government said they are going to protect my people. I can't hide the truth, he said. Although many Nigerians celebrated after abducted Greenfield University students were released by their abductors, the parents of the freed students are, however, barely surviving now after selling their properties to ensure that their loved ones were freed from the kidnappers' den. These parents, husbands, relations of the kidnapped students are beginning to release information as to what led to the release of the abducted students. What's really happening to us in this country? And the Senate passed a bill last month that if anybody pays abductors, that the person will be arrested and imprisoned for about 15 years. That nobody should pay for ransom. That if you pay for ransom, the person that is paying, that the person that is collecting the ransom. But we keep hearing of unknown government. What is really happening in this country? Most times, reading news like this pisses me off. It gives me this, headache. What is really happening to us in the country? And 2023 is just by the corner. We've started hearing politicians. They've start rising up from their den. They'll start telling us lies that they can't. Man. What are thoughts anyway? Don't forget to drop a comment. Someone paid 150 million naira just to get his wife back. Oh, you have to sell properties. What is that? Yeah, God, 150 million in this economy. What are thoughts on that anyway? Don't forget to drop your comment below. Thank you very much for watching Jogles Entertainment. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the bell, and also the like so as to stay updated all the time. Take care of yourself and have a lovely day.